Guys, I am not wearing makeup, but I am wearing real pants. Can you see? Can you see I have real pants on?
Can you see I don't?
Anyway, I'm not wearing makeup because today, I usually go into these videos with like more fun than trepidation, but I'm actually really scared. We're gonna dye my hair. I just can't take the roots anymore.
You're nervous?
I really am.
Were you more nervous for the chocolate or for this?
This, 100%. Because my hair is really precious to me. It takes a village of professionals to lighten it this much from its natural shade. My hair is brown, I'm a brunette, surprise. Cut to some video of me as a child probably holding a fat cat. I will remember you. So I bought the exact stuff that my stylist uses, and I'm gonna give it a go. I got a toner too, because we all know toner can cover a lot of mistakes. We're using Colson Perfect hair dye with a 1:2 mixing ratio with 40 volume developer. Some of you will know what that means. Trey clearly does not.
It sounds like odds in Vegas.
Yep.
It's 2 to 1. She's gonna be pissed about her hair.
1 to 2, my hair is gonna fall out. I also have Wella Color Time Corrector in T15. Do you feel like I'm speaking a different language?
I feel like I'm in a sci-fi movie. C-3PO is gonna come out and be like, you must use the C-380.
People don't understand hair color is a science, and I am not a scientist, which we learned in the Ruth Bader Ginsburg video. This is 2 ounces of hair color, so I mixed it with 4 ounces of developer. That's a 1:2 ratio. Probably what will happen is it will work-ish, but just look really brassy.
What is Brassy for us people watching who don't know what C-390 is?
Brassy would be like a ruddy, rust, orangey color, which is what we don't want.
To me, the adjective brassy is like kind of a fun thing.
Sometimes redheads want a nice brassy, rich color, but for blondes, it's like the kiss of death.
If you woke up one morning and I was like, ooh, someone's brassy today, would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
I think you're confusing brassy with sassy. Here's another thing I'm worried about. I'm worried I'm gonna run out and like not be able to cover my whole head.
So what's the priority here? Where should we start?
I think this is the priority, the cap. It isn't the actual end of the world if the bottom chunk doesn't get lightened. It just takes so long to get stuff. It took like a week and a half to get this hair color. So if I have to do something else, it's just gonna, okay, someone's being brassy.
You dyed the tips of my hair blonde, and here we are a couple weeks later dyeing the root of your hair blonde.
You said you were about ready to dye yours back. I should have got stuff to do it
It's so faded.
today. There's like a definitive Tiger King line where it stops.
I've drawn my Tiger King line weeks ago. It was about episode 4. I was like, I'm drawing the line here. I can't handle this shit anymore.
That's a lie, you loved it.
I loved it. Too much. A couple weeks ago, she dyed my hair, and now this week, I'm going to try to dye hers. Lara this week has picked a charity that is probably not in the forefront of everyone's minds right now, which is why it's ultra important to talk about.
I'm gonna try to talk about it without getting emotional. So the charity this week is Soaring Spirits. This is a peer-based worldwide support group for people who are widowed. To think about being alone during this quarantine, let alone losing your partner, is just a magnitude of emotion I can't even imagine. So these good people at Soaring Spirits are providing help and resources and guidance to anyone who has been widowed by COVID-19 or during COVID-19, offering support for grief in isolation when you can't be with your other family members who would typically swarm around you and hold you up.
So the website is soaringspirits.org.
We try to keep our videos light and cheery, but we cannot deny the fact that hard situations are happening outside and they deserve our attention as well.
I think a lot of people don't even know what to say when something like this happens. So a good thing is to do when you don't know what to say, and the best way to do is to give. So please give to soaringspirits.org.
That really has nothing to do with hair dyeing. It just has to do with the fact that I'm grateful we can do these videos together.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to her roots. Let's do it!
Okay. Here we go. My hairstylist always starts in the top. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
You did it.
But now, like, I have to keep going. Okay guys, I think I got the front section. You can already see it lifting. Trey was like, I'm watching you just so I can make sure I do it right. So you pretty much just paint over the black part. He's not wrong. I just have gotten to a point where I can't see. So by my guesstimation, kind of this whole back part is not done. Just take a section, brush a little bit, and then use the comb to like flip so that you get the next little bit. What we're looking for is even coverage, which means you have to do tiny little sections at a time. And you can be like forceful with the brush, that's fine. I'm so nervous, babe. Time, just gotta go.
It's just this hair then is getting really caught up.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of deal with it. I would recommend going in one stripe all the way down.
What am I doing?
It kind of feels like you're just picking places to go.
So one stripe meaning in
like one
lateral?
section.
Okay.
Like take a chunk and then make that one chunk your mission to do.
Your hair is so dark. Mm-hmm. It's actually darker than mine.
And don't worry about my skin.
Don't worry about my skin.
Yes, I like that chunk you're making.
I'm starting to get a little high from this
From the
odor.
fumes? The only thing that is comforting about this is exactly what it smells like.
And that's comforting.
Well, at least like it smells right.
I don't know if it's gonna look right. You guys can hear outside people cheering for essential workers.
Woo!
7 o'clock, we do it nightly.
Sorry we're not in the window.
Woo!
Are you gonna put glasses on me in the edit right now so I look like Cousin It? Da-na-na-na.
I feel like the darkness doesn't end.
You just said a lot there, buddy.
Ooh, yeah, those.
The fumes? I
Yeah.
guess I'm just used to them.
You also don't have your nose up against them.
Babe, it's literally draped as a mask in front of my face right now. I'm fumigating myself. The good news is, I don't think we're gonna run out.
The bad news is, you don't know if I have
You've
covered.
done everything. Part of me wants to just go like, herky, but I know Brad Kondo would kill me.
I don't know if Brad Kondo's gonna be watching this.
He will if it turns out horribly.
Brad, welcome to the video.
I mean, the good news is this is not bleach.
What the hell is it then?
It's color.
It's not bleach,
It's a high lift color.
Speaking of high lift, man, I am soaring.
It's really making you high?
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Trey's gonna be like, babe, what was that link to the eBay for the Colston Perfect?
God, mad props to you hair people who do this all day long. Guys, I'm sweating.
Because you're high or because you're nervous?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that feels like a good area that's not super burny.
So you can tell by the amount of burn you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty is pain. I just have 2 simple questions for you.
Yeah.
The first one is, how's your day?
How was your day?
You're too good for him.
You're too good for him. I think we're done.
There are dark places, but they're all wet.
Cool.
Oh, grow up.
I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then I'll wash it and we'll see what's going on.
Things are so cool right now. All right, we're finished. How do we do?
It's not a miserable failure. It is brassy. You can't expect salon quality results. So after we colored it, I used a toner. I used a T15 Wella toner.
You say toner, what does that mean?
Sure, toner is a semi-permanent hair corrector that is really good at specifically taking like the brass out of hair color. So I think my next step is to go get like a really good purple shampoo, which if you think about the color wheel, purple's on the opposite side of orange, so they counteract each other. And I make it one of those home highlighting kits and just run a few baby highlights to break it up a little. But like, I can live with this. Part of me was like, if this turns out really well, should I just do it at home from now on? But I think the answer is no. This should be left to pros. I really look forward to the day when I can visit my pros. They're gonna be so mad.
Luckily, she's got me to blame for it.
At least the back. I can't blame him for the front. I did that.
I have so much more respect for people who do that for a living. I guess I was just naive in the mentality of, oh, that's fun. You get to talk to people, you color hair. What a fun day that is. That's so much more work than I thought it would be.
That's hard. To mix everything up correctly, to section the hair correctly, to put it on long enough. I'm a strong girl and I don't mind when my scalp burns, but I'm sure some people are like wusses about it.
Is burning normal?
Anyway, we tried. I wouldn't chalk this one up to be a failure. As a reminder, this week we are donating to Soaring Spirits International, really, really important charity that is providing peer-based support and grief resources for people who've been widowed during COVID-19 or widowed by COVID-19.
SoaringSpirits.org.
That's it.
8 episodes.
8 weeks. First of all, bravo on the editing, man.
Thank you.
Truly though, like, we finish these videos and I go to bed.
It's been a lot of fun to do. On that note, we're gonna take the next 2 weeks off, spend a little more time with each other and not time at the computer. But we will be back in June for the thrilling conclusion.
Do we know it's concluded? It's not concluding.
Well, I did say we would do this as long as the quarantine
Right,
exists.
we gotta keep going.
But we'll be back for at least part 2, episode 9 of Trey and Lara Try.
I will say though, I've spent a lot of time digging through my roots.
That's my least favorite in Oprah's book club.
Anyway, I was like physically digging through my roots and no gray. I'm shocked.
This would be the time where you would get them.
Yeah, like if I haven't gotten grays by mid-year 2020.
The good thing about grays, though, is that they're not brassy. So if they do come, you don't have to worry about using toner. You see, I learned.
Digging through my roots. Javert.
I don't know, babe. That looks gray to me.
It's blonde and you know it.
Oh, you're right. It's blonde.
Digging through my roots all the time. I try to capture every gray hair. There are none in there. Digging through my roots all the time. Digging through my roots.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Big and brassy, small and sassy.
Your face is literally that emoji right now. The dot, and the straight mouth line.
Slipping through my fingers.